Hello, this is King of Review, and we're going to be using the quadratic formula to solve this quadratic equation. Now let's write this equation down. Plus 4x plus 3 is equal to negative 1. Now when we're doing the quadratic formula, you want a quadratic equation that's set to equal to 0. So you don't want this negative 1 over here. So what can we do? We can just add 1, can't we? So that'll say negative 2x squared plus 4x plus 4. Now we're ready to apply our quadratic formula. Our a value is going to be negative 2, our b value is going to be 4, and our c value is going to be 4. The quadratic formula was negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. So let's plug in our values. Negative 4 plus or minus square root of 4 squared minus 4 times negative 2 times 4 divided by 2 times negative 2. And that's going to equal negative 4 plus or minus square root of 16. Negative 4 times negative 2, which is 8 times 4, so that's 32. Over 2 times negative 2, which is negative 4. So that is going to equal, we're going to come up here, negative 4 plus or minus square root of 48 over negative 4. Now let's make a factor tree for 48 over here. We're going to be able to simplify that. That's going to say 4 and 12. Take out a 4, we're going to be left with 3. And these 4s are going to turn into 2s if you take them out from the root, right? So you're going to be left with 2 times 2, which is 4, and a root 3. So it's going to say negative 4 plus or minus 4 root 3. And then you're dividing everything by negative 4, which you can do. You can simplify this here. So that's just going to say negative 4 divided by negative 4, which is 1, positive 1, plus or minus. Okay, so we're dividing it by a negative, so the plus change into a minus, and the minus change into a plus. So actually this plus or minus doesn't really change, just plus or minus, right? Root 3. So this is our answer. So option B is our answer. Now let's look into other options. Now option A is pretty close because it got down to this part, the top part, but it forgot about the bottom, the 2a part. So that's why this is wrong. Option C is forgetting to multiply it by the a, the negative 2. It's only having the 2. So that's why this is wrong. And option D is clearly wrong. If you plug this back into this equation, you'll see that that is not going to equal negative 1. So you immediately know that that's wrong. And so the answer to this question is B.